Welcome in, everybody. Happy Farmin' FriYay. We've got a big week ahead with the Nashville Predators. If you got your season tickets, well, you can buy game tickets too.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd. The goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Don't miss a minute of the action this season. Visit NashvillePredators.com/tickets to get your seats today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets. And we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
Loving the Bridgestone Arena when it's hockey time in Tennessee. It's also time for our Daily Yummy. What are we going to do? We're going to pick Tennessee. PickTN.org to pick Tennessee products in your local grocery store. Maybe you're a farmer and you have a product you would like to have in the Pick Tennessee list. Well, you can find out everything at the PickTN products website. Stay tuned.
Sauteing is a great way to add a little bit of brownness and instant flavor to your foods. But let's start by using the proper pan. A lot of people will use a regular skillet or fry pan for sauteing, but there's a big difference. This fry pan has a rounded bottom and rounded sides. It's perfect for frying, but it's not perfect for sauteing. For sauteing, a saute pan has straight sides, and what that does is it increases your surface area, and that gives you more room for the meat to evenly brown. Okay, so what we're going to do is I've got this on pretty high heat, and I've added just a little bit of oil to the pan. So you always preheat the pan and the oil first, and then bring your food, whatever it is, that's hopefully at room temperature, then into the pan. So I've got a mixture of vegetables here that I'm going to add to this pan that's already preheated. And what I'm going to do is make sure that this is evenly dispersed in the pan. Okay, what a lot of people do is they will constantly stir when they're sauteing, and that's not really necessary. This isn't stir frying where you're supposed to stir through the whole process. It's sauteing. So allow the food to cook in there for just a few minutes and brown on one side before you start to turn it and stir it with your spoon or spatula, whichever you're using. So the bigger the piece of food, the longer it's going to take to brown. This is not going to take very long. If you were doing something like some chicken breast, that's going to take a little bit longer, and easily with chicken breast you can peek and see where they are on brownness. So I'm going to give this a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to come back and stir. If you need to remove the temptation, put the lid back on it and give it a couple of minutes, and then remove the lid and stir. So by doing this, what you're going to do is release a lot of the moisture from these foods, and you're going to give them a little brown texture, and then they're perfect for adding to salads or stews or casseroles, or even just serving as is.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240240. That's JOIN 240240 to apply now. Walmart Distribution Center hiring is bringing us our hometown tourist segment. Today we visit Franklin, Tennessee. Franklin, Tennessee is full of history. And if you like history, you like historical romance, let me tell you, Tamara Alexander is a great historical romance writer. She lives in Franklin, and she has a Carnton Plantation series. I was blessed and honored to be able to bring that to reality via audio tape and audiobook. You can go to audible.com, put in Tamara Alexander. The Carnton Christmas or the Carnton Plantation series is fantastic. There's so much history in Franklin. And if you're going to visit, there's lots of shopping. There's lots of good things to eat. But I always say, don't ever skimp on the history because it's very cool in Franklin, Tennessee. Well, now we're going to go to 50 Forward. There are friends who have wonderful centers all over Nashville. You can find them all around Middle Tennessee. Just look for 50 Forward. That is the logo. 50 Forward has everything from dancing to activities to things that you just want to have a nice social connection with some people that you love. You can go to 50 Forward and be a part of that. If you're 50 and above, man, is it ever fun. And they do some very exciting things. And they're also part of a new initiative with the National Institute of Health to gather information about health. They want 1 million people to give their health information so that they can do a study of what actually is taking place. They want real people to say, this is me, this is my age, this is my gender, and these are the health problems that I'm experiencing, so that all of us can help each other have a healthier life. It is joinallofus.org/50forward, all spelled out. That's joinallofus.org/50forward, or just go to 50forward.com and get the information.
We are one nation, one people. When called upon to give from within, we come together and find that our capacity to help others is limitless. What lies inside all of us is more than data. It's life. It's more than insight and medical research. It's vision and honor and compassion. What's flowing through America's veins is its diversity. The next great breakthrough will be found in each and every one of us. And what we find there will unlock mysteries and eradicate disease. We ask for 1 million individuals to come forward and stand on this landmark in history. All of us are different, and it's those very differences that will lead to answers for generations to come.
Well, joinallofus.org/50forward is how you get involved, and they bring us the Daily Giggle. And I love this. There are some cars, I got to tell you, they cost more than the moon. They are good looking when you see them go down the street, and they have a certain amount of, sexiness about them. But getting in and out of them, well, everything goes to pot whenever you can't get in and out of a car. And especially if you are very muscle bound, let's just say, if you're a big guy trying to get out of a Lamborghini, I don't care how much money you got, you do not have a cool factor. I don't know. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. I couldn't, it's hard to get out of a Camry for me. So I'm not going to be doing that with a Lamborghini. There is a movie that is coming to Netflix in February. My little sister is a part of it. I'm so excited. It was filmed in New Orleans, and I am so excited to tell you about this. It is, it's a scary movie, but not a scary movie. It is a funny movie, but not a funny movie. How do I tell you? It is just something that the whole family, I think, will enjoy.
We're all here trying to get a fresh start.
Nothing like bad happened here, right?
You moved into the house of death? Everyone says it's haunted.
No, wait, don't go!
We have a ghost.
Okay.
No, I'm serious, Kevin. Caught him on camera. Oh, we gotta show Mom.
No.
The entire world is captivated with Ernest.
3 million views in 6 minutes. That's money.
Our whole street's kind of mad thanks to you guys.
Jesus Christ.
Not funny.
I'm Kevin. Whoa, that's so trippy. Can you talk? What happened to you? You don't remember?
Mystery.
If we're gonna find out what happened, it's out there.
It's Ernest!
Our orders are to apprehend the ghost.
Light him up! Yeah. Being an outlaw suits you.
Where's Ernest?
So, Frank, is he here now?
Ready to have some fun?
That's new for Netflix, coming up February 24th. Hey, February 4th is the last day to go to Zoolumination. Have you been waiting, putting it off? 2 weekends left.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Have you noticed how the price of meat has gone up in the stores? Everything has gone up. Everything's gone up. But like a brisket is over $100. A roast is almost as much. It's just crazy. So recently, the Cattlemen's Association were guests in Wilson County at the Cattlemen's Association convention.
If it's not for us, you don't eat.
One industry united as one voice. That was the message from Tennessee cattlemen as they gathered in Lebanon for the Tennessee Cattlemen's Association winter meeting. Incoming TCA President Dustin Pearson of Washington County says meetings like this help unite producers.
Tennessee Cattlemen's is put together by cattle producers throughout the state of Tennessee. Like I said, I'm from East Tennessee. We've got producers from West Tennessee and all the points in between. So it's a grassroots effort where we bring all those voices together, to where we'll be able to go through the state level, as legislation comes about, or if there's issues raised in animal agriculture. And then also we go to, in March, we'll go to Washington, D.C. with the National Cattlemen's and also take those voices from Tennessee to the national level.
This is Pearson's first TCA meeting as president. He hopes to help the organization grow during his 2-year term.
With the 12 years I've served on the board so far, we've had great leadership before me, and to pick up off of those guys and what Tennessee Cattlemen's really means.
The 2-day event features various speakers covering topics related to the cattle industry. TCA Executive Vice President Charles Horde says all the speakers are there to inform their members and help enhance the cattle industry.
We've kind of had a lot of different speakers. We've run the gamut from some entertaining guys like Jason Brown, the football player that started a farm, and to Temple Grandin, and Dr. Rowan is here from the University of Tennessee, and our state veterinarian Samantha Beatty, people that really dig down on what information producers need to know on their farm. and then just some fun, feel-good information that we want farmers to know about, awareness of animal agriculture issues and stuff that's going on around the world. So it's some of both, and it's a good balance for us. We want our producers to know, this is the issues that other people see. This is how we can, do some good things and some positive things, and this is how we can tell our story. And we need to do both. We need to, understand what people are looking at and ways we can improve, and we need to be sure and share, what we are doing that's good, which is we've got a good story to share.
I think it's really important to talk to young people. We need young people in our industry, and I'm really super happy that a lot of young people are at this meeting. That made me very happy. And another thing I've talked about, other than cattle handling, was grazing does a lot of good things for the environment, a lot of good things for the land.
My husband and I are cattle producers ourselves, and so the cattle industry is near and dear to my heart.
Just getting an opportunity to be able to look at the partnership between the industry, the producers, having extension research, everyone here from Farm Bureau. It's just great to be able to have so many folks that are rallying around an industry like the beef industry.
We have a food infrastructure system that's being challenged. We know that we have inflation taking place, which is causing, look, eggs are $6.50 a dozen in the store today, and most of that has to do with policies. You need to be informed about what these challenges are, and then work with an association and people that can bring all the cows together at the water tank to make a difference and keep the water flowing.
The cattlemen in attendance say they take a lot from the speakers, an entire conference.
I'm a cow-calf producer in Franklin County. I have a commercial herd and I have a registered herd, and pick up a lot of tidbits on bits and pieces of information that what works for one person that may not work for others, and you can just put all that together and pretty much come up with a pretty good denominator.
But it's not all about adults. Youth are invited to participate in all the sessions and compete in the Quiz Bowl.
All these children that are here, it's their lifestyle. It's what they know and what they're raised on. And thanks to programs like the Tennessee Cattlemen's Association, the lifestyle will be upheld for generations to come. And that's an exciting thing to think about.
Preparing the next generation of beef producers while also helping unite cattle farmers now.
We want to be able to tell our story, what we're doing to make producers better here in Tennessee, and not just Tennessee, but the Southeast collectively. Why our cattle, perform when they get out west. And that's one good thing about our conventions. We have excellent speakers every convention, and we got to thank our sponsors for that.
The truth of the matter is numbers matter, right? The elected officials want to know, that their constituents are supporting them and they're voting for them. And when we can get a large group together, whether it's at, some of the Farm Bureau meetings or our meetings, and they hear from folks that are voters and are passionate about their issues in agriculture, yeah, it carries a big stick.
Welcome to the indoor practice facility at Richard Siegel Soccer Complex. We're really excited. This has been a long project, and we're excited that we're getting close to being done and getting close to opening this 110,000 square foot indoor practice facility, and we're excited to show you around a little bit. So this is the indoor practice facility at the Richard Siegel Soccer Complex. Like I said, it's 110,000 square feet. It's something that we're really excited to add to the park system. This all came about in about 2019. The mayor and the council at the time tasked the city manager to put together a team to recruit the Tennessee State Soccer Association's Murfreesboro to make Murfreesboro the headquarters, and we've done that. They've been a tremendous partner. So what this facility allows us to do is continue to really fulfill our mission to make Murfreesboro a destination for soccer development. We're already seeing that come to fruition from the improvements that we've done outside. We've done 8 artificial turf fields to replace that. That increases the capacity of how much we can play and the playability of the complex. So we have tournaments all the time. And that's a huge economic impact for Murfreesboro. Whenever people come to these tournaments, it means people spending money at our restaurants, on our stores, staying in hotels. So it's really good for the community, but this facility is unique because we can put multiple sports in here, and then we can also have different events, maybe different types of concerts or anything like that. So there's more to come on that. We're really excited, but what we're going to do now is we're going to start renting this facility out in the spring, and any information will be online at murfreesboroparks.com about availability. And we're just really proud of this and thankful that we're able to provide this within our park system. So the turf that we chose was a shawl product. This is the same type of surface that we're using outside as well. And what it's designed to do is mimic natural grass, and the playability, the ball roll, everything resembles the type of bounce you get off of it. And it's got an infill for extra protection, but it's one of those products that we worked a long time to figure out which one would be the best. We really came up with this, and we're happy that we made this decision. So as you can see, the building is really tall. It's about 75 feet at the peak of it. And that's designed so we can play soccer, we can play full games in here. But you can see also up there that we've got a fan system. There's no HVAC system, but we've got 6 industrial fans that push air down. And then up here are the exhaust fans that takes the hot air out in the summertime, and we can bring cool air in if we need to. So at any given time, if it's about 100 degrees outside, it'll probably be about 20 degrees cooler inside in the heat of the summer. And for example, if it's 35 degrees outside, it'll probably be about 55 degrees in the wintertime. So another unique thing about this facility is it's wrapped completely in safety netting, and that's designed to do a couple of things. That's designed to keep soccer balls or anything else from hitting the exterior walls, and also keep players from rushing in and be able to protect them. You can see also that we have safety padding on the steel beams, and that's another thing just for an added layer of protection for our participants who are going to be using this facility. So another unique feature that we have at this facility is we've got the ability to bring in large equipment. So inevitably, if there's maintenance on the building, if we have to bring in a lull to change out fans or anything like that, we can bring it through a door like this. And this door is also designed so we can bring in and change out goals. So if we have multiple teams practicing, we can bring in 5 or 6 different goals as needed, and this is something that we'll be using for that. Again, we're really excited about this facility. It's something that's unique to the region. It's definitely going to be kind of a shining star in our park system, and it's really already proving the benefit of having a facility like this for our community. Early spring is when we're going to have this facility open, and we'll be running kind of at a full clip from there.
When's the last time you've been able to see 6 bands perform on one stage for $10? Washington Theater inside Patterson Park Community Center is hosting this great show you don't want to miss.
This is the second year that we've hosted the Battle of the Bands. Last year was our first one, and it was a pretty good success. We really liked kind of how it turned out. You know, we had 7 bands last year. This year we limited it to 6. We wanted each band to have a little more time on stage. We'll have 3 different judges, and they'll be judged off of different criteria: creativity, showmanship, originality, and performance. So the 6 bands this year are Hexproof, Juliet's Apartment, Water Street, Outpost, Race Cars, as well as Kid Romantic. We wanted to help showcase their music to the people that are here. And so the Battle of the Bands was created. It is open to the public. It's February 4th. You can buy tickets online ahead of time or at the door. They're just $10. And you're getting a lot out of that $10. You're getting 6 different bands performing 3 songs. It's about a 2-hour event. Not only will you get to see the bands perform on stage, but out in our lobby, we're actually going to have the bands set up at tables where you can talk to them, you can meet them. This year's shirts are phenomenal. One of our guys here, Travis, designed some amazing shirts this year. They'll be on sale to the public. Shirts will be $20.
Again, Battle of the Bands will be Saturday, February 4th at Washington Theater inside Patterson Park Community Center. Starts at 7 p.m. To get tickets, go to the Washington Theater Murfreesboro Facebook page.
I have a lot of memories from when I was a child. One that's always stuck out to me, though, was when I was about 10 years old, and I was in school, and I struggled. And I didn't struggle with English, math, or science. I struggled holding still. And I would try to listen and focus and process ideas, but I couldn't help myself. And to be honest, I would sit there and then I would just start tapping. And the students in the class would look at me and they'd say, "Hey, stop tapping." A lot of the time, I didn't even realize I was doing it. And then eventually even the teachers got after me and they would yell at me and they'd say, "Clint, you have to stop tapping." It got so bad that I got sent to the principal's office for tapping. And he said to me, "Okay, maybe when you go back to class, just try sitting on your hands." And so I did. I went back to class, and when I felt myself starting to tap, I did this. I sat on my hands. And that worked for about 5 seconds. One time I was tapping in class, and my teacher, Mr. Jensen, he looked at me and he yelled, And he said, Clint, stay after class. And I thought to myself, this is it. I am done. Now, I've always been the type of person that believes that a single moment in time can change a person's life. And this was one of those moments for me. And I will never forget it. And so I was sitting there with Mr. Jensen and an empty classroom. And he walked past me and he sat next to his desk and he said, Clint, come here. I want to talk to you. And as he looked me right in the eye, he said, now I need you to know something, you're not in trouble. But I do have just one question that I have to ask you. And he asked, he said, have you ever thought about playing the drums? And in that moment, Mr. Jensen, he leaned back and he opened the top drawer of his desk. And he reached in and he pulled out my very first pair of drumsticks. And he held them in his hands and he looked at me and he said, hey, Clint, you're not a problem. I think you're a drummer. From that moment on, I've never put those sticks down. I've toured, recorded, and played drums all over the world. My whole college education was paid for with drumsticks in my hand. Just because of a single moment in time when somebody believed in me and he saw something in me that I didn't even see within myself. And from that moment, I learned that there's a difference between being the best in the world and being the best for the world.
Phew, that one got me. I don't know about you, but I love it. And I want to shout out to all the great teachers. And they are out there and they are finding beautiful diamond facets in kids that could be marked off as behavior problems or an irritation. But there are those teachers that are very special, that see something special in those children and call it out and change a life in those moments. And a shout out to them. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. And thank you to our farmers who feed us every day, and to those people who are going and supporting our local farmers, our PickTN products, and everybody who is a part of our show each and every day. You guys, a shout out to you, to Steve and to Candy and to Elizabeth and Leslie and Angie and the people who join us each and every day. JV, love you, my friend. And I just want to encourage you to reach out to each other and encourage each other. Maybe somebody else needs a little bit of diamond facet finding. Maybe you have a kid that needs a little extra oomph every now and then. So be safe, be kind, and remember, most of all, in this world, you are loved. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you next week. Bye.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main